So this is a video of me carping. I've been already carping for 4 leagues, so that's about like 5 minutes or so, maybe 4 minutes. Um, and so at this point, I've already gotten the sparkly meter to sparkly. Um, so it's not really like this is more of a video, more of like getting to like maintaining an incredible for an extended period of time, I suppose. I mean, I could post a video of me in the very beginning, starting off with like a um, like brownish hammer, um, because I'm on an alt right now. But yeah. If you don't know this already, for carpentry, for puzzles in general, your score is like your average meter sparkliness of the past 3 minutes, I believe it is. That's first incredible. So usually for the first 3 minutes, you'll probably not get an incredible. And then after that, you're more likely to get an incredible, so to speak. I don't know if that makes any sense. But yeah, your score is up the last 3 minutes. So if you just like totally screwed something up, in 3 minutes, it won't really count for your score. So if you're really like paying like really close attention to what I'm doing, which you might be, I don't know, you'll probably notice that a lot of the same shapes, like final two-piece shapes, kind of come up really frequently. So if you just kind of like are familiar with them, it's when they come up, because they definitely will come up, you know really how to deal with them, and just like what combinations will actually work realistically. Um, so yeah, that those are always good to know. So second league coming up, and it's still incredible. I was actually when I was actually recording this, I was kind of like becoming a little paranoid because the hole in the upper right hand corner wasn't doing very well. It kind of turned out in this really weird construction, and I was just like kind of waiting for it to fail, because it was really weird, and then I just ended up getting a craftsmanship there because it was just weird, and yeah, but they blow over, so I mean it doesn't affect my score. I get incredible in the next league. Yeah, what else can I talk about carpenting? It's a really fun puzzle. I like it. Um, um, yeah. There's two like general from what I understand, there's two generally accepted like ways to carp at a very high level. One is just getting an obscene amount of grain bonuses, which I don't do just because it kind of drives me insane. I don't like grain bonuses that much, as you probably can tell from watching this video. Um, and the other one is just speed, like just masterpiece as fast as possible. And that will get you to ultimate. I mean, I got to ultimate, and I don't do either of those things consciously. So I mean, either tells you something about my ocean, or that you don't really need to do that. Yeah. The the two-piece hole that I just filled is really nice because there's a huge amount of combinations. There are some two-piece holes that are less desirable just because there are a lot of really uncommon, like the majority of the piece combinations that will fit into them are really uncommon. Like I suppose I can point them out as they come up. There's one that really ticks me off that actually hasn't come up yet, thankfully. But it comes up later a few times, I think. Probably, I mean, yeah. Um, yeah. Hmm. What else? What else? I have to talk for another like while. This um video is like 9 minutes long. Since I don't really like plan about what I talk about, which would probably be a good idea. It's just kind of like, yeah. Um, and maybe like someday I'll just like figure out how to record video. Um, and that was really lucky right there. That was extraordinarily lucky. Anyways, um, that I so I can just like kind of talk as I go and just kind of not be like long patches of me just trying to like ramble on about what to say. Um, which is what I'm doing right now. Um, fun fact, I guess. I carp with the keyboard, a trackpad. I don't use a mouse or stuff. Just to like prove that you can do it, because I know there's like some people who are adamant about um carping like with the mouse and such, and you don't need to. Um, that hole in the upper left hand corner is really common, and it is really nice because there's like several different arrangements of really common pieces um, that can be put in there. So yeah, I'm not a big wood grain tokener or wood grain carper because I like to token. So if you're doing wood grain tokening, it's kind of a pain. But just like talk a little bit about that because I mean, why not? I have nothing else to talk about. It works by keeping the grain in all of the pieces of a whole in the horizontal. When you get a piece on the workbench, it is guaranteed that the grain is horizontal. So if you literally never rotated everything, you would get a grain bonus every time. Um, and I don't really know this for sure, but apparently a craftsmanship with a grain bonus is actually worth the same amount as a masterpiece without it. Just to like put that in perspective, I actually really don't know if that's true or not, but I mean, could be. Seems illogical, I guess. But that means that if you're doing that strategy, you pretty much can't really rotate. Okay, so the hole in the upper left hand corner is a really inconvenient hole, but I get really lucky sometime soon and get that piece and able to complete it. Anyways, um yeah, what was I saying? Oh, grain bonus. So that means that you really pretty much can rotate pieces um uh once or you have to rotate them twice. If they have there's some pieces that only spawn in one direction. Like pretty much all the vertical or all the horizontal pieces only spawn in one direction. And there's several pieces like the V piece and the W piece that can the grain will go. You can manipulate it so that the grain can face any direction. And for all the other pieces, they all spawn in two different directions at fairly consistent frequencies. So this video is pretty much over. So thanks for watching, subscribe or something, and yeah, hope you learned something. See ya.